and the whole building just disappeared. It's on there. It took off and went through the motor cars. There's a motor car sitting here. We destroyed the motor car. That's the building. Pulled the recreation off. This is completely demolished. It was there behind that car. If you want to come around here, come back. Weighs nearly half a tonne. Smashed.
And the toilet block blew into the plane?
Blew into the plane. If you come around the back, you can have a look through here. It's just the contents of the building. This is where we kept all our. This is basically our storeroom. Here's the building. The whole building is just gone. Lifted, broke it away from the bottom. You can see that there's the slides. And it ripped the hanger and pulled up concrete blocks that weighed 100 kilos. The blokes might be out here fairly early cleaning up. The Sydney Recreational Flying Club will come in out here to help clean the place up. Do you want to walk down the left-hand side of it? Come over here and have a look at the thing. Just disappeared. That's what's all over the airstrip. It's just wrong.
This plane was an amphibian seaplane.
Yeah. Battery. Yes, well, this was Dave's flying school. This was Dave's flying school, and we heard the noise. The noise was absolutely phenomenal, deafening. We could hardly hear ourselves talking to each other, and we could probably see about 10 feet out of the door. The darkness came over. The building started to shake. The roof and the back wall disappeared at the same time, and debris just flew all over us, and sheets of tin. It's a wonder none of us were killed. And about this went on for about 2 minutes, and it was absolutely terrifying. Never been so terrified of anything in my life, and I've been associated with aeroplanes all my life.
And just for the editors, how long have you been out at this airfield for? And you own it, correct?
About 40 years, yes. And that's about all I can say. It's absolute devastation around the place. It's.
Can you tell us on camera what sort of devastation that you've seen down here tonight?
It's a bit difficult. There's just so much of it. There's not much of it that's not damaged. Things made of bricks and concrete are still here, but roofs have been ripped off buildings.
How many planes do you think have been damaged?
Let me see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aircraft have been written off, I'd say.
And in your lifetime, have you ever seen a storm like this?
Never. The intensity of it. This shed, I would say, was right in the middle of the intensity of the cell, or the willy that came over. I'd estimate the wind speed would have been well in excess of about 130 knots. Would have to have been where we were to have ripped up pieces of this shed and taken them about 500 metres down the end of the runway, almost into the sports ground. It's just phenomenal.
So how many of you were huddled in this little 12 foot by 12 foot room?
4 of us were in there. And one of them, Dave, actually got an injury to his head on just above his left eye, but he's okay. And we eventually decided that we'd vacate and get behind a very heavy steel fridge, and waited for about another minute until it subsided. It just didn't seem like it was going to end. It wasn't a 20-second event. It was about a 2-minute event.
And you basically put it down to like, this is hell on earth when you were standing here when it happened?
I would say so. It couldn't get much worse. I can imagine what you see these things happening in the USA when storm events come over and willies happen and people are going to places in the ground to protect themselves. I can sympathise with them now. Yeah, that's about all. Uprooted.
Several of his former teammates said it doesn't faze him.
A bit of tough task against Wigan, and obviously a couple of them played with them in the past and stuff like that.
Curious will meet Thomas Burditch in the Benassi semi-finals open, and Waratah's 5'8" Bernard Foley could miss up to a month of Super Rugby with a shoulder injury. This is Macquarie International.
Just for the editor, can I have your first name?
Wayne?
Yep, just hold it. Yeah, just hold it down. Yep, beautiful. And can you explain what happened today, please, sir?
This afternoon we had a big storm come through. There was a lot of wind. The family thought there was a train coming through the house, so it was fairly loud. We had lots of hail. As you can see behind us, we had a lot of the stuff blew all over the place. The cubby house blew about 15 metres away. We had trampolines that almost flew over next door neighbours' houses. We actually had a temporary fence that was around the pool that ended up in the pool as well. So there's a lot of carnage around the place, but ours isn't the worst hit. There's other ones further up that are a lot worse than ours too. So there was a lot of trees on power lines, and there's heaps of hail as well. So a lot of areas around here are flooded, which is all the roads were flooded as well. So it was hard, but it'll all get better.
And where did you guys have to, or where did the family have to take shelter?
Yeah, my wife hid the younger kids in the built-in wardrobe because they were all scared, so they all decided to go in there just to find somewhere a bit safer, they thought. So so I was a bit scared. The kids were the younger ones were crying, but yeah, that was hard for everybody.